So hi everyone and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be looking at the IT.Band. So the IT.Band is coming right from the base of inside the hip, running all the way through the outer edge of the thigh, over the outer edge of the knee and running into your ankle. So sometimes this area can become quite sort of tight. Perhaps you've been running a lot, perhaps you cycle a lot, and other forms of even walking can create a bit of tension into that part of the leg. So if you have got one, a TheraBand would be great for this video. If you've got something that perhaps you could use instead, or you might be able to just use your leg without the TheraBand at all, so without that sort of resistance there, you can use your own body weight for that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to be working with a few adaptations that I've kind of devised myself, so taking some kind of formal yoga movements but doing some slightly different things in order to get into that area. So bear with me if you're thinking, okay, this feels a bit strange or this looks a bit different to what I'm used to. I'm going to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to start off lying down on the back. So just coming to hug the knees in towards the chest and just rolling it from side to side. And start to feel the grounding of the sacrum against the floor. I'm just going to come to place the feet onto the ground, taking them nice and wide, bringing the knees towards one another. Okay, taking the arms out to either side, backs the hands resting down. I'm just going to allow the knees to drop over to one side, and then inhale to the centre and over to the other. So kind of beginning to bring that awareness to this area. How the hips are moving today, and bringing a little bit of warmth into the legs. So just breathing your own rhythm and pace. Okay, so arriving back to the centre, we're going to come to extend the left leg out. So if you've got your TheraBand, we're going to use it over the padded portion of the foot, so just beneath the toes. Because the TheraBand's a bit thicker, it's going to come down more to the arch as well. But try and make sure that there's more pressure just underneath the toes. So just beginning by sort of evening out the base of the foot. So imagine that the foot is going to press onto the ceiling, as well as bringing a bit more openness to the sole of the foot. So almost like the skin surface can become a bit more receptive. And put a little bit of pressure with TheraBand. If you don't have one, just try and imagine that resistance there. So using your mind to create your own resistance. So you might even start to engage with that IT.Band here. But what we're going to do is take the strap solely into the left hand and then start to take it across to the left hand side. So not trying to get the leg over as far as possible, but keeping the grounding through the back of the pelvis. You should start to feel a little bit more going on in the side of the leg. So keep breathing with that intention. Keep pressing the ball of the foot up and feeling the arch of the foot engaged. Taking another deep breath in and then bringing it back to the centre with control. Just dividing the strap into both hands. One more, kind of press through the heel, lengthening through the back of the leg. And then coming to gently release the band and leg all the way back down. Okay, so coming over to the other side. So either using that resistance band or not. Setting yourself up. Having that intention there. And just noticing what you feel in this side. Can you also create a bit more evenness through the back of the sit bones? Can you lengthen the back of the leg behind the knee to feel a bit more free flowing of energy moving through that space? Okay, so we're going to take the strap over into the right hand only. So remember that grounding through that lifted, the base of the lifted leg, and then start to extend the leg over. So it might only move a small way before you can feel it. So I can really feel mine just by moving it a few centimetres. Got a lot of resistance into the ball of the foot and the arch of the foot engaged. Just breathing nice and deeply. Take another deep breath in. And then slowly coming all the way back to the centre. So parting the band, if you have one, pressing through the ball of the foot. And then gently coming to release that resistance. And the leg all the way back down. Okay, so just moving the feet from side to side. And then hugging the shins into the chest. Okay, so you're going to take the soles of the feet together, grab the heels and press the knees out to either side, just beginning to open up into the groin. You might sway from side to side here as well. And then coming to bring the knees back. So we're going to come straight up into boat pose. If you'd rather do a few rocks and rolls first, you're welcome to do so. So coming to find yourself on your sit bones, I'm just going to start to move the sit bones forward and then back. So see if you can find that kind of, the sit bones really grounded before lifting the legs and extending the arms. Remember, you can always take hold underneath the knees, grab hold of opposite elbows, and breathing nice and deeply, starting to get that lift into the Mulyana Bandha, so that lock at the very base of the body by your root chakra. Extend and reach the energy way beyond the fingertips. Breathe nice and deeply as you lengthen through the base of the spine. Take another deep breath in. And full breath out. Inhaling. And then crossing at your shins, making your way over into tabletop position. Okay, so in tabletop today, we're going to take the left foot over towards the right hand side, bring your knee towards the centre line of the mat, and then bring the right knee behind. So I'm just going to start to create some circles here. So you've got that cross at the knees, almost like you're going to come back into your cow-faced posture. I'm just going to switch the directions. And then coming back from here, so just make sure there's enough space behind you, so I'm just going to come forward a little bit. Extend that right leg behind, and then bring back to behind the knee. So inhale to lift, exhaling down. Inhale to lift, exhale down. Deep breath to lift, exhale. So this time we're going to come out to the side. So you're going to bend the knee, inhale to lift, exhale down. Inhaling up, exhale down. And once again, inhale and exhale. Lengthen that leg behind, step it back into plank. And then we're going to come to switch the knees. So right knee comes in. Just keep the left leg extended, then inhale to elevate that leg. Exhale to bring the knee behind the right. Inhale to lift and extend. Exhaling down. Deep breath to lift. Exhaling down. So just continue. Keep the core engaged. Once more to lift, and then make your way out to the side. Inhale to lift, exhaling down. Okay, once more on this side. Exhale, release the knee behind the other knee, and then we'll start making those circles on this side. Okay, lengthen the left leg and then the right, coming into plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, small cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And just taking some nice long breaths in here. And full breaths out. Okay, so from your downward dog, inhale to lift the right leg. I'm going to take that leg over towards the left hand side. Try and keep the weight even. Point and flex through that foot. Inhale to guide the leg back up. And then taking it across towards your left elbow. Maybe extending the leg. Inhale all the way back up. Inhale, bring the knee to the nose. I'm going to come into a low lunge. Extend and reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the palms down. So we're going to walk the hands over towards the left hand side. So you're coming into gate pose. Taking the arms up onto the hips. Inhale to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale to fold. Inhaling to the center, and then we'll switch over to the other side. So this time as you come back to the center, bring the left arm down and extend the right arm over. Really feel like you're rolling back through the top right hand corner of the chest. Reach and extend through the right fingertips. Press down through the outer edge of the right foot. Exhale, walking the hands all the way forward. Tuck the left toes under, coming to runner's lunge. So this time we're going to take the right foot towards the left hand side. So both hands are in, and then start to fold. So just a bit more intensity onto that outer edge of the leg, the IT.Band. Taking another full breath in, long breath out. And then on the next breath in, coming to take the left foot over to the right hand side, bend that knee, make your way into cow-faced pose. Inhale to reach up and out through the chest, and then begin to fold over your legs. So you can always extend the left leg out. If the hips feel a little bit stiff here, or perhaps the pose is just painful, then please modify. So you're going to walk the hands back up. You're going to come to roll onto your sit bones, rolling all the way back to find yourself into half pigeon. So taking that clasp of the hands behind the left thigh, try and draw the right knee towards the front of the room, and then flex out through the feet, spread the toes, open out the surfaces of the skin onto the base of the foot. Breathe nice and deeply as the shoulder blades draw down the back behind you. Using your own resistance here. So we're going to try and keep that resistance in mind as you release the hands out to cactus arms or out long, depending on your space. Place the left sole of the foot down as you roll over towards the left for a twist. Keep pressing that right knee towards the front of the room. Try and keep the base of the foot in contact with the ground. So still activation into the IT.Band. Another deep breath in. Okay, so bringing the head back to the centre, followed by the legs. So we're going to keep the legs like this, and then try and come up into a variation of boat pose. So a nice deep breath, find that lift and length from the base of the spine to the crown. Reach and extend through the fingertips, full breath in, long breath out, one more breath, and then sliding that right shin on top of the left, make your way over into plank. Move through your chaturanga of your choice, coming into a back bend of your choice, and then into downward facing. So just taking some nice full breaths in and long breaths out. So you're going to inhale to lift the left leg towards the ceiling. Taking it over towards the right hand side, point and flex out through that foot. Inhale back to the centre, and you're going to bring the knee towards the right elbow. Perhaps extend that leg out long. Inhale, retracting the leg all the way back up to three-legged dog. Inhale, bring the knee to the nose and step the foot between the hands, make your way into low level lunge. Inhale, reach and extend the arms up. Lift through the crown, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, bring the palms down. So we're going to walk the hands over to the right hand side this time. So coming into gate pose on the opposite side. Find that lift as you bring the hands to the hips. Try and even out through the hips. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale to extend the left arm up, reaching over to lengthen into the side of the body. Inhale to the centre, and then over to the other side. Inhale, make your way down with that hand or the fingertips and find the length through the side of the body once again. Full breath. And exhale, bring the hands to walk all the way back to the top, finding your way into runner's lunge with the right toes tucked. So the left heel is going to move towards the right hand side. So you can play around with having one hand to the outside or both hands inside as you fold into your lunge. So try and draw that left hip back. So imagine the hips are still square like in your regular runner's lunge. Full breath in, long breath out. One more breath. And exhale to lift. I'm going to take that right heel over towards the left hip as you come to sit down. Make your way into Cafe's pose. Gamukrasana. Inhale to lift. And exhale to fold over the legs. Try and keep the sit bones in contact with the ground. Keep the heart space reaching. And keep some nice space between the shoulders and the ears. Take another full breath. And then exhale. And roll back as you slide the left heel onto the right thigh into half pigeon. So really flex out through the feet, activate by spreading through the toes. Try and draw that left knee towards the front of the room and then draw the right thigh towards the body. Keep your own body resistance to move within controlled range of your movement. Breathe nice and deeply. Take another full breath in. And then on the exhale, release the right sole of the foot down, taking the arms out to either side or cactus arms as you roll the legs over to the right. Bring the gaze towards the left hand. Keep activating through the left knee towards the front of the room. So there's still something going on in your IT.Band. Taking some nice deep breaths. So one more breath. And then bring the gaze back to the centre, followed by the legs. So we're going to extend the arms forward and take that fun way of getting up once again through our boat pose variation. Deep breath to extend, reach through the fingertips, grow a bit taller through the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Slide the left shin on top of the right. Make your way into plank. And then we'll move through your choice of chaturanga. Back bend of your choice. And then into downward facing.